Hey friends, so I realized, one of you realized that I had skipped lesson 28 last week. And so we're going to go back and do that one. And hopefully you haven't thrown it out. If you have, just let me know. We'll do something else instead. But lesson 28 is the one we're pulling out if you still have that one. Not sure why I skipped it. I just looked back in my videos after someone said something and we went from 27 to 29. So we'll go back and do this one because it could have some good stuff in it. So draw a congruent line segment is the first direction. Congruent line segment. So take your ruler, measure this line segment and see how long it is. So using the inches side, it's exactly 4 inches long. So we're going to go down here. We're going to draw a congruent line segment. Congruent means same size, same shape. So this line segment is going to be exactly 4 inches long. Oops. Jennifer found 3 dimes, 1 nickel, and 3 pennies at the bottom of her purse. Draw the coins. How much money did she find in her purse? So we had to add them up after that. The first group is 3 dimes. And dimes are worth what? 10, right? 1 nickel. Nickels are worth 5. And 3 pennies. At the bottom of her purse. So we got them all drawn. Now we have to figure out how much money this is. So the way I like to do it is to add up my dimes, add up my nickels, and add up my pennies. If I add up my dimes, I have 30, 10, 20, 30. If I add up my nickels, I have 5, and if I add up my pennies, I have 3. So if I add them up, I have 8 and 3. How much money did she have in her purse? 38. Excuse me. 38. And is it, how do we mark this? Since it's money, since it's coins, and it's less than 100, we'll mark it with a cent sign. If it was more than 100 cents, we would move to a dollar and a decimal point, which we could still do and it wouldn't be wrong, but we'll go with the cent sign for now. Okay, this is what we were just talking about. Write each amount using a dollar sign and a decimal point. So, instead of a cent sign, we can use a dollar sign and a decimal point. Now, there are no hundreds in 29 cents. 100 cents is a dollar. So we can't take out any groups of 100, so we have 0 whole dollars and 29 cents. There's always 2 numbers, 2 digits in back of the decimal point, but no more. Okay? So for this one, 148, like I just said, there's always 2 digits, 1, 2 in back of the decimal point. In other words, we took out a group of 100 cents and we made it into a dollar. This 100 cents became a dollar. And then we add our dollar sign. Now, 7 cents, remember I said there always has to be 2 digits in the cents, on the cent side of the decimal point. So we're going to take this and we're going to go 1, 2, and we're going to put that decimal point out here, but something else has to go here. And that something is going to be a 0. Because 07 still says 7. If I had put the 0 after the 7, it would have said 70, and that would have been incorrect. So 07 is still 7 cents, and we can still put a dollar sign there. Now, you can choose to put $0 there, like I did over here, or not, as long as I can notice your decimal point, that's fine. Draw a dozen bananas. And then color a half dozen green. I don't know if I have green right on hand. I'll see what I have. I might should be just coloring them pink because I don't have any crayons near me. Draw a dozen bananas. So 1, 2, 3, 4. How many is a dozen? It's 12, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's a dozen bananas. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, and I'm going to color a half dozen green. Well, if a dozen is 12, a half dozen is half of 12. So you can work on splitting this in half, or you can think of what half of 12 might be. 6 plus 6, if we split it right down the middle. If we split this right down the middle, we get 6 plus 6. So that means it's half. And that means this half are the green bananas. Half dozen is 6. A whole dozen is 12. How many days are there in 6 weeks? Now, this is practicing multiplying by 7. Because there are 7 days in a week. So, how many days are there in 6 weeks? It would be 6 times 7. How many days are there in 4 weeks? It would be 4 times 7. And how many days are there in 7 weeks? It would be 7 times 7. So we're gonna do 7 is a group that we're multiplying by. And the other number is how many groups, how many weeks, okay? So times 7, I don't think we have memorized yet. If you need to get your calculator or multiplication chart out for that one, that would be just fine. We can add up groups of 7, or let's see here. I'll do a few different strategies with these. So I know 5 times 7 because I know how to count by 5s. 5 times 7 equals 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5 times 7 equals 35. Since we have so many times 7s to do, the easiest thing would be to probably just do like a count by line. So we'll kind of turn this into that. Now, if I want 6 times 7, I just have to do one more group of 7s, right? Instead of 5 groups of 7, we need 6 groups of 7. So 35 and 7 more is 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Now you can get your hundreds chart out for this and keep counting 7 more and 7 more and 7 more. Or we'll just hit right now the ones that we need to do on this side, and you can expand on it for your side. So then let's do 7 times 7. So this is going to be one more group of 7. 42 and 7 more is 49. The other one they asked us was 1 less than 5. 4 times 7. So take away a group of 7 from 35. 35 take away 7 is 28. So these are the ones we needed to know for this side. You can use this and either keep going this way or keep going that way on your side. 6 times 7, 42. 4 times 7, 28. 7 times 7, 49. So doing the count bys, 7 times 4, 7 times 5, 7 times 6, and then lining your answers up over here. Keep it going this way, keep it going that way. This is probably the easiest way to do multiplication, repeating addition, when you're not really sure about your multiplication yet. Okay? Okay, let's go back. 84 cents is how many tens, how many dimes, and how many ones, how many pennies. So 84 4 cents. We need to figure out it's something plus 14 pennies. So let's figure out what that something is by taking away the 14 pennies. This is one way to figure this out. 4 take away 4 is 0. 8 take away 1 is 70. So how many dimes do we have here? How many groups of 10? 7, right? 7 dimes plus 14 pennies equals 84. Now another way to do it is like this. So if we have 24 pennies here, and we need to figure out how many dimes, we can take 2 groups of 10 out of here and then figure out what's left. So we're pretty much doing the subtraction problem we did, except we're going to do it over here. So we're going to take away 24 over here, and we have 60 left. So that's 6 dimes, 6 groups of 10. Okay. 29 cents is 2 dimes and how many pennies? 2 dimes is worth 20. So 29 take away 20 is 9. That's what's left there. And 29 take away 10 is 9, and a 1 over here, 19 pennies. So we're just figuring out what's left on these and doing a little subtraction to find out. But when you get 70 or 60 and you have to convert it to dimes, you have to figure out how many tens that is, because dimes are worth 10. That's kind of a tricky thing, kind of new to us, so we'll keep practicing. Write the digital time. So let's look over here. This shorter hand is the hour hand. It is after the 3, but not yet to the 4. So it is 3, and then now the minute hand is pointed straight down. I don't know if you remember what that is, but let's count if you don't. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm counting these groups of minutes with every number, right? 30. Write the answers down here. 93, and we take out 1 group of 10. So we can take 1 away from that tens column and make it an 8 instead of a 9. And then the 3 remains the same. Same thing here. 47, take away 10, we can take 1 away from the 10 spot and make it a 3, and then the 7 stays. 75, we can take away a 10 and make it a 6 instead of a 7, and then the 5 stays. 170, 160, 150. Are we going up or down? We're subtracting how much? How much are we going backwards by? 70 to 60, 60 to 50. We're taking away 10, aren't we? So, what's 150 take away 10? 50 take away 10 is 40. If you need to get your number chart out for this one, you can. 70, 60, 50, 40, 130, 120, and you'll notice, look at the tens place, we're going down by 1 group of 10, aren't we? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 110. Now 110, take away 10 is 100. This is the hardest 3 to do here. And then 100 take away 10 is 90. Okay, that is your whole lesson 28. Like I said, if you don't have it still, because it was a couple lessons ago, let me know. We'll do an alternative. If you do have it, go ahead and fill out side B, take a picture, and have a wonderful afternoon.